Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of operating system. In today's session, we are continue with the topic Unix or Linux operating system. Myself Kunal Panchal, your instructor. In this particular session, we are going to continue with the Linux commands. Specifically, in this particular session, we are going to discuss two very important commands in Linux. One is grep command and second one is chmod command. So let us discuss everything about these two commands in upcoming minutes. So first of all, we are going to discuss grep command. So what is grep command? So grep stands for get regular expression and print. This is the full form of grep command. Get regular expression and print. What it means actually? So grep command is very powerful command in Linux, which is basically used for filtering purpose, or we can say if you want to search a particular pattern from the file, you can use this command. Okay, so it is very powerful command if you want to extract some specific type of pattern from the existing file. You can easily search with the help of grep command. So it is basically used for searching purpose. So let us discuss everything about grep command with the help of examples. Okay. So I strongly recommended to you have to create one file before going to execute the grep command. So you have to create one file. So there are two ways through which you can create the file. One is we have already discussed with the help of VI editor. You can create one file, and one more option we have through cat command. Cat stands for what? Concatenation. So through cat command we can create a file. Okay, that the cat command detailed description we have already discussed in the previous session. So I'm not going to discuss that stuff once again in this case, but you need to keep in your mind, if you want to create any file, if you want to append something in file, and if you want to display the content of file, you can use cat command. So you can see in the first snapshot, in first line, I have fired one command, cat space courses. So cat is a command through which we can do the three things as I told you. So in this case, I am using cat, and with the help of this cat command, I am going to extract the content of existing file. Fine. So cat space courses. Courses is nothing but my file that I have already created. Okay. And with the help of this command, cat space courses, I am going to retrieve the content of courses file. Fine. So you can see in the second row up to the last row, all these contents are nothing but the contents of courses file. Fine. Like one first statement or this sentence is what? Java OOP language, Unix CUI operating system, .NET framework from Microsoft, C++ it is OOP language. So there are various contents I have already written in this particular file. Okay. So why I have created already this file, and I have used some specific pattern in this case, because to understand the functionality of grep command very well. So that is the reason why I have already prepared this file, and I have to show first the content of this file, and based on this content how we can fire the grep command and how it will fetch the content from this file. So let us discuss that stuff. So once we created this file, once we displayed this file, now I am going to use grep command. So you can see in the second snapshot, I have used grep. Grep is a command. It is basically used for searching purpose. Space Unix in which the first letter Unix first letter U is nothing but capital and NIX is written in small letter. Okay, so Unix, this is nothing but one string, or you can say pattern that I have to match with my existing file, and according to that I need to display the content on the output console. So grep is a command, space Unix space courses, means I need to search this pattern Unix from where? So from courses that I have already created earlier. So what grep will do? Grep will find this pattern, and you know very well the Unix commands are case sensitive. Okay, all Unix commands should be written in small letter. Okay, if you make same command with capitality and the small letter, it make a difference. Fine. So you need to keep this in your mind. All the Unix commands needs to be written in small letters. Okay. So grep space Unix space courses. So what this command will do once you fire the enter. Okay. So once you press enter, what it will do? It will find these Unix specifically. This particular pattern Unix from the courses table, or you can say file. In this case it is not a table, we can consider it as a file, text file. Okay, and it will match that pattern, and that pattern match row will be displayed as output. So you can see the Unix CUI operating system, the second row in which Unix written in the same format that I have fired in this particular command. Unix U is capital, so that would be fetched from the file courses, and it will be displayed. So that row, second row, would be displayed in this case as output. Same way, suppose if I want to ignore the case sensitive, whether I have written Unix in small letter or we can say capital letter. Okay, it doesn't matter. It will fetch Unix pattern which is available in the courses file, that will be simply extracted. Whether it is written in small letter or capital letter, it doesn't matter. So if you want to do such type of stuff, so grep will have an option. Grep command will have an option which is nothing but -i. I stands for ignore cases. I stands for ignore cases. So grep space -i space Unix, then courses. If you fire like this, okay, and once you press enter, okay, instead of one, it will retrieve 2 rows from the courses file. First, we have already discussed, first, that is second row will be fetched, and the second last row would be fetched by having this command, because we have used -i option. -i stands for ignore cases. So I hope it is clear. Now let us try to have some other options with the help of grep command. So again, I have taken the same file over here so that you can coordinate that output with the input. Fine. So same file I have taken over here in this particular slide, and again I am firing some different options with the help of grep command. So one more option we have in grep is -n. -n means what? If you want to print the line number, suppose if you retrieve a particular row from this particular file, so which line number it is, if you want to display the line number, in that case you can use this -n option. So grep space -n Unix courses, so it will display the second content of second row, but its line number 2 because it is second row. So second 2 is displayed and then the content of that row would be displayed. Fine. Same way, one more option we have in the case of grep. Suppose if you want to count something, like say for example, if you want to count how many rows we have which satisfy this particular condition, so in that case -c option we have. So grep space -c Unix forces. So it means what? It will match. In this case we are not using -i. So it will strictly match Unix pattern. And how many rows we have? Only one rows. So one is nothing but the output. Okay, same way, if I add one more thing in this case, instead of -c, if I mention -ic, means what? We need to count that particular rows by considering the ignore cases. So -ic. So instead of 1, I am getting 2 in this case because Unix is encountered 2 times in this particular file. Fine. Okay. Now the next option is grep -in, means we need to ignore the cases as well as we need to display the line number as well. So you can see in the bottom of the snapshot we'll have two rows. One is the second number row and next row is nothing but 13th row. It is nothing but second last in my file. Okay, so both the rows will be displayed over here because we have used -i, ignore cases. So this is all about a grep command. It is very powerful command in Linux, which is basically used for searching purpose. Okay. Next one is chmod. Chmod stands for change mode command. Change mode command. Okay. With the help of chmod command, what we can do with the help of Unix file system, so we can assign or change the Unix file permission in 2 ways with the help of chmod command. So chmod command is basically used for file permission. To change the file permission or to assign the file permission in Unix file system, we need to use this chmod command. Okay, so there are 2 ways through which we can do these things. One is symbolic mode of operations, through which we can assign the permissions to Unix file. So in symbolic mode, we are using various operators like plus, minus, and is equal to. These are the symbols we are using to assign or change the permission to the Unix file systems. Okay, so first one is symbolic mode and second one is absolute mode. Absolute, in the case of absolute mode, we are using octal number system, and you know very well octal number system is starting from 0 to 7. So there are 2 different ways through which we can change or assign the permission in Unix file system. One is symbolic mode, in which we need to use various symbols that I have already mentioned in the parentheses, and second option is what? With the help of octal number system, we can change or assign the permissions to the files system. So let us discuss both the type of mode in detail with the help of example. So let us start with symbolic mode first. So in the case of symbolic mode, first of all I have fired one command ls-l. ls stands for list, and -l is nothing but one option that you can use with the help of ls command. It is nothing but long lasting format. -l is nothing but long lasting format. So once you fire ls-l, it means what? Whatever the content we have in existing directory, right now the directory is what? Directory 1. Right now I am in directory 1, so which contain only one file. So that's why it retrieve only one row. So total 4 is nothing but total 4 means what? 4 blocks are required to store this particular file. Okay, and this file name is nothing but my file. You can see at the last position the file name is displayed, my file. Fine. So directory 1 contain one file. That file name is nothing but my file. Okay. Now in this case, suppose you can observe the first snapshot. The first, after total 4, the second row of the output, the first character display as a hyphen. Hyphen means what? When you find hyphen in first letter, or you can say in beginning letter, it means what? This is nothing but a ordinary, or you can say normal file, normal Unix file. Okay. And when you find D instead of hyphen as a first letter, it means what? That is nothing but directory. Yes, but right now we have only one file, okay, in this particular directory, so it is display as a hyphen. Okay, then second character, third character and fourth character, it represents one group. It represents one group of permission, and that group would be considered as user group, we can say, or we can say owner group. Fine. Second group, which is nothing but upcoming 3 letters, RWN hyphen, okay, represents one more group. It is nothing but group of users. This is very important, you need to keep in your mind. If you don't know the interpretation or understanding of this particular format, you won't be able to understand the chmod command. Fine. And the last 3 character, R hyphen, it represents what? It represents the other users. So first group is nothing but user group, second is nothing but group of users, and third one is nothing but others. Fine. So these are the various permissions for different type of users. One is owner, or this is user, second one is group of users, and third one is nothing but what? For others. Okay. Now the remaining things we will discuss we already discussed that stuff in the previous session, so it is not required to explain that stuff. So the date and time is display means what? On which particular date and which particular time this file is created, so that time, date and time it shows. Fine. Now in second snapshot we are going to discuss the functionality of chmod. Okay, so I have fired chmod with the help of symbolic mode. I am using U stands for what? User group. It means what? It is first group. U plus X. Plus means what? I need to add one permission. And which type of permission I need to add? That is represented with the help of X. X is nothing but what? Executable, or we say execute permission. So it means what? chmod space U plus X. U plus X, interpretation of U plus X is what? I need to add execute permission in user group, and the last one is nothing but in on which particular file you need to change the file permission. So my file. So this is the syntax that you need to remember as far as symbolic mode is concerned. Okay, and once you fire this command, and afterwards you need to fire ls-n once again, so you can see the permission of the same file. So you can see the first group, user group, instead of rw hyphen, now it is written rwx. So it means what? Now the owner of this particular file can execute this file also. In the earlier scenario, this privilege was, or this access right was not there. Okay, execute right was not there. But now by firing this command, okay, now the owner of this particular file can execute this file as well. Okay, so that is the reason why you can see the change in terms of file name. So earlier the file name is displayed in white color, Now it is displaying green color. It means what? The file which is displayed in green color is nothing but executable file, and the file which is displayed in white color, that file is not executable. Clear? Okay. Same way, there are other options you can use with the help of symbolic mode, same mode, chmod space u minus x. So whatever the permission I have given earlier is what executable permission. Now I need to take that privilege, or you can say access right back from the user. So what I will do, instead of u plus x, I will use u minus x and space file name. And once you fire this ls-l, you can see we can come back to the initial position of that particular file in terms of user privileges is concerned. Fine. Now the next one is what, there are so many options we have with the help of chmod command in terms of symbolic mode. So chmod u minus w means w is nothing but write mode permission, u is nothing but user, on is nothing but the others, and g is nothing but group of users, and w is nothing but minus means what? We are now discarding that privileges, or you can say access rights. Okay, plus means what? We are adding the privileges, minus means what? We are discarding that privileges. So w, then w means what? Write operation, r means nothing but o minus r means read permission, and w is nothing but write permission. So these permissions I need to discard from the existing files, and once you again fire ls-n, you can see now user not able to write something in this particular file, my file. Same way, the others cannot read something, okay, in this particular file, and group of users cannot write something in this case. Fine. So same way, there are other options we have. Suppose if you change these things, means what? Now by accessing this particular file, only user and group of users can read that file. No user, whether it is owner of that file, then the users, if you are trying to say, or you can say group of users, nobody can write something or execute something by accessing this file once you change this permission. So now you can see, if you want to observe whether this is actually affecting on the file or not, so you can see in that case I have fired cat command once again. So with the help of cat command, because I am owner of that file, I can read the content of file because read permission I have. Fine. So cat space my file. Yes, once you fire this command, whatever the content we have, like introduction is the text that is written in this particular my file, so that I can read it. But if I want to insert something, or we say append something in this particular file with the help of cat append operator, then my file, if I am using this particular command, definitely, and once you press enter, definitely it will give the error, permission is denied. It means what? You cannot edit something or you cannot insert something in this particular file because you do not have the privileges to change something in this particular file. Fine. So in this way you can understand, yes, it is actually affecting with the help of with the file permissions. Same way, there are other options. chmod u is equal to x means what? U stands for user. User, if I want to give the executable permission to user, so u is equal to x I can use. So we can easily give the execute permission to user. Okay. So once you give the execute permission, then the color of the file name would be changed. Instead of white, it will be displaying in terms of green color. Same way, next, suppose if you want to use one shortcut, say for example, if I need to give the read, write and execute permission to others group, definitely I can provide it with the help of 0 is equal to rwx, then space my file. So you can see rwx is there in the others group. Okay, same way if I want to write, if I want to give all the permissions to all the types of users that I have, so means I need to give read, write and execute permission to all the type of users. So there is one shortcut we have in symbolic mode. A is equal to rwx. If you write like this, it means what? You can see rwx and rwx means all the type of users can read something, write something and execute that file. So in this way you can change the permission with the help of symbolic mode. Now next one is absolute mode. As I told you, absolute mode is using octal number system, and an octal number system you know very well, starting from 0 to 7. And there are three digit group we have in octal number systems that you know very well, and 1 represents on permission and 0 represents off permission, that you need to remember. Okay, so this slide is very important to understand the concept of absolute mode. Okay, so a default permission of the file is in octal is 664. So what is 664? What is the interpretation of this 664? Let us discuss. So as I told you, 0 means no permission, means if 9 digits we have and each one is 0, it means what? There is no permission, means what? Nobody can read something, nobody can write something, and nobody can execute something. Okay, but suppose second digit is 1. 1 means what? Only execute permission, means everybody can execute the file only. 001, 001 and 001. Yes, so only execute permission is there. Same way 2 means what? The binary of 2 is what? 010. Yes, so 010, 010 and 010 means what? Everybody can write in that file. Same way 3 means 011 means everybody can write something and execute something in that file. Fine. So these are the various options through which we can assign the permissions, or we can say rights, given the rights to the different files that we have. Fine. So same way, suppose if I want to give all the permissions, means what? I need to mention 777. 777 means what? All ones. It means what? Everybody can read something, everybody can write something, and everybody can execute that file. Fine. So based on these understanding, let us discuss the examples of chmod command. So ls-n, again we have same file, my file. Okay, that this is the default permission of this file. Now I need to change the permission. If I don't want to give any permission, so as I told you, I need to mention 3 times 0, chmod space triple times 0 my file. It means nobody can read something, nobody can write something, and nobody can execute this file. Okay, if I want to change the permission, like everybody can execute that file, but read and write permission should not be there. So in that case, I need to fire chmod space 111 space my file. Okay, so in that case only execute permission would be there. Same way, there are other options like chmod 064. 0 means what? The 0 represents what? The user group. 6 means group of users, and 4 means what? Others. So 0 means what? In octal 000 means what? User cannot read something, write something, and execute this file. Same way 6 means what? 110 means the group of users can read something as well as write something, but they cannot execute this file. Same way 4 means what? 100. It means what? The other users can read this file only. Same way we have, as I told you, 777 option means what? Everybody can access that file in all with the help of full access. Same way 600 means what? Again, group of users and the others cannot do anything, but 110 means what? User can read and write this file. Okay, Then 744 option. 7 means what? All permission. So user can read, write, execute that file. Group of user can do only one thing. They can read something in it. Okay. No other option can allowed in this case, and other users can also read that file only. Okay. So this is all about chmod command. There are two ways through which we can use the chmod command. One is symbolic mode and second one is absolute mode. Okay, so I hope these two command, which is very important, okay, for your examination point of view and any competitive examination point of view, was clear to you. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.